Playing against a Sapphire Steel, so some spell removals, lots of inking items. There goes the first damaged card with Fire the Cannons. I lose my 1-drop Pegasus. Looks like we inked the big Pegasus to join him. And we got our Lumiere out. Lumiere, I enjoyed having him in this deck because he gave all your characters a +1 strength, which if you're trying to tech in the Flynn Rider, then that helps a lot. And there's another Fire the Cannon, so never mind. What's up, guys? It is Kenny with Ready Set Inc, and I got some gameplay here for you. We're running this anti-meta evasive deck, which is on dreamborn.inc from Gaming Inkwell. It's a deck that I went over and I found out I really enjoyed. So I got some pre-recorded gameplays here, and my plan was to record some gameplay so that in the future, once pixelborn was down, I have some games to do a voiceover and see what it is that I decided to do back in the day. So here, some of the big cards that add a lot for this deck is the Pegasus shifts with the Diablos, and then I really enjoy having Wildcat here since a lot of decks are using items now, so this is good item removal if they don't have an answer. Ray is still a solid card, I feel like. Evasive with 3 lore. There's a lot that has to be answered with there. You got the Flynn Riders here. The Flynn Rider and the Maui is a great combo to use. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get into these pre-recorded gameplays and I'll share my thoughts as I watch it. So let's jump into that. All right, game 1 of Ruby Emerald Evasive. We're going first, and we get 3 Pegasus in our first hand, so we definitely don't want that. Mulligan that. All of them, and a Goofy. Double Brawls. We get a Lumiere, and we get a Pegasus. We at least get a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and we'll have options for turn 3. And now my Floodborn Pegasus is somewhere in my deck. Pegasi. Pegases. No shot I inked the Lumiere, right? Alright, ink a Wildcat. Play the evasive Pegasus. Playing against a Sapphire Steel, so some spell removals, lots of inking items. There goes the first damaged card with Fire the Cannons. I lose my 1-drop Pegasus. Looks like we inked the big Pegasus to join him, and we got our Lumiere out. Lumiere, I enjoyed having him in this deck because he gave all your characters a +1 strength, which if you're trying to tech in the Flynn Rider, then that helps a lot. And there's another Fire the Cannon, so never mind. Ink the Brawl because they have no characters on board. Time to get our Diablo out. They already used 2 Fire the Cannons, right? So we should be fine. They ink a Steel Kita and no answer, so we get to quest our Diablo. We got 3 ink. What do we do? We get our Wildcat out because we're preparing for their items to be coming on board, and we want to use that Wildcat to destroy those items. We get a Flynn Rider. Along came Zeus, and there is another damage card. So we lose our Diablo. Little does he know that I still have a Diablo. Get that lore. Play out both my cards with my 5 ink. There I am just admiring the amount of damage songs they have. Damage actions. And there's another one. That's crazy. They choose my Flynn Rider over my Diablo. Looks like they're scared of the big lore gain. That's our 3rd Diablo. And that's it. Well, never mind. Looks like they weren't able to have an answer for that. Even though they had an answer for everything. We'll go ahead and just jump into the next game. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're queuing up our second match of the video. And we'll see if we get something worthwhile out of this than compared to the last one. So we're getting the Ruby Sapphire, which has become the Sweat's favorite to run right now. And our job here is to stop them. So we see our 1 drop. We have our 2 drop. Lots of 3 drops. I think there's a plethora of 3 drops in this deck. We're seeing Popsicle, the Inca Tamatoa. Boom, play the Popsicle. Get a Goofy, Inca Goofy. Play the Pegasus, and we move on. I really want to get that Goofy to work. I have the Enchanted Goofy. I want to use them. No characters on board. So Pegasus should get some free lore. Get that Flynn Rider out. So if they're not getting any answers soon, then we're going to be stealing lore for free. Good thinking. Another Tamatoa gone. The ink again. They're at 5. That's getting pretty heavy. The ink again. They're at 6. 6 ink to 2 ink. Ink of Brawl. Looks like we're not going to need it. We're at 3. Get the Diablo out. They have no answers. Looks like I am scared of the Rush Maui. Get a Madame Medusa. There goes my Diablo. Farewell, bird. Checking the Brawl. It's not able to target Medusa. Get our Wildcat out. Gonna most likely be using him for item removal over questing, but we'll see. Ice block, a little scary. Double ice block, even scarier. And they Sisu ice block my Flynn Rider. Farewell, Flynn. It's Maui time. Maui drops to the board, has to challenge, challenges Medusa. Threat is gone. Time to remove some ice blocks so they don't get to abuse those. They got a Goofy as well, Inca Goofy. They Sisu my Wildcat. I don't appreciate that. You get to challenge my Pegasus. Ha! I Sisu their Sisu. That must have felt great when I did it. So they're top decking now with 7 ink. They play how far I'll go, so they get to ink 1 and they get to put 1 in their hand. Now they're at 8 ink. And now they have a card to play. We got 5 ink to use, so we play out our 2 cards. We don't benefit much from playing just a Maui. I wonder if we see it Be Prepared soon. I think they might be running one of those in most of these decks, so we'll see. They get to 9 ink. There's a Maui. We know Maui's going to have to challenge. So whichever ones I turn sideways, he'll have to challenge. We do the Flynn and the Ursula and see which one he picks. That's right. And then my Maui waits. A Medusa. Do they pick my Diablo? Shame. They take out the Flynn with their Maui. I get a Sisu. Can't do much with the Sisu. We trade Mauis. And we get that lore. Since a card like Maui has Rush, there's no need for us to put him out now. Especially if they can just board wipe at any moment. Maui's a 6/5, so he'll survive the Medusa challenge. Looks like we go for the Tinkerbell, because she's evasive, and these 2 characters that they have is not able to challenge. So we gotta keep getting that lore. An immediate quest. And they didn't play anything. Time to get that Maui rocking. And then we get some lore. We're at 16 now. They go for the Grammatala. Ooh, what a play. They Sisu Ice Block my Tinkerbell. Do they challenge here? Nope. They leave their characters to stand. Do I Sisu the Sisu again? Or do we just go for the right play? Looks like we Sisu. Ten ink. They go for a Maui. Questing just the Tala forces my Maui to have to challenge. Get that 1 lore, knowing that Ray can quest for game. I also see we have the Goofy here, so we could have played the Goofy and challenge to also get more lore, which would have been interesting. Now that I get to rewatch this. They go for the Hiram, so they get to start their draw power. They have 6 ink to create an answer here. 1 jump ahead. An Ice Block. Not much they can do then. And it looks like we got this one in the bag.